talking to me before he came up here, and he said, you know, if I pull this off successfully tonight and finish off this last chore of mine, I think I'm going to be able to get a job at local. Now we're even, Dan. How was the food tonight? That's the same response we had last year. This was their beef buffet, and I think it's one of the best. Last year there was no complaints on the food, and Dick is praying there are not going to be any complaints this year. This being the 5th year, of course, on the first year, you know, it's a learning experience, and Dick tells me every year he learns a little bit more, and they keep making improvements on it. And the first year was spaghetti. We all remember that. And now the spaghetti was good. It was here. It was at H&G's. But Dick received a little bit of feedback from that, so the following year, to make big improvements, he went to lasagna. Now, we enjoyed the lasagna, and there were a few complaints, but Dick decided to have lasagna for the 3rd year, but then he learned his lesson. There was so much feedback from that. Last year, he went to the beef buffet. So that was successful. This one's successful, so I'm really glad you did enjoy the meal, and Dick's going to feel very glad about that, too. I was going to tell you 4 and 5. So our first competition this evening, or as I like to call it, the first entertainment set, depending on where you are, whether you're going up on that stage or whether you're just going to sit back and watch, is of course for the lip sync competition. And normally at this time we would draw publicly for the rotation and the order that the people would appear. But of course, Dick learned last year, another one of these learning experiences, that when he did the draw, the people that were going up first were the people that were the last to eat, and they were still eating. So that's why this year that draw was made earlier. The order is on your program, and as you see it printed from the top to the bottom, that's the order that they will be performing. And also with winning that draw came the opportunity to eat first. That is, right after the judges and a few other VIPs. Okay, without repeating a lot of Dan's comments, it's now time to introduce our chief judge for the evening, and our chief judge will explain the rules and the timing procedure, any penalties, points, all of those things that we all need to know. And of course, our chief judge this evening is the man who resurrected Variety Night as we know it, brought it out of the ashes, and of course he's the chairman of the board of the Variety Night Committee. And please help me welcome our chief judge this evening to explain the rules, distinguished Toastmaster Richard P. Fliss.
Thank you, Herb Ashgrave. He's the one that made the rules tonight that we can't smoke in here. But we congratulate him for it. Okay, we have 8 judges this evening. First thing about the judges, they are non-Toastmasters. So they don't know you folks. They don't care which club you're from. They have no bias at all. I am going to ask the judges to please rise when I mention their name, and please remain standing till all 8 judges have...
So I don't have to tell you where the washrooms are, don't have to ask you to be back here very promptly. And of course, the method of introduction for the lip sync contest will be very similar to that of a Toastmasters speech contest for any Toastmasters or any audience. I will be mentioning the group's name first, then the title of their skit, then I'll be mentioning the title of the skit, and then the group's name. And that's all, so they all get a fair and equal introduction. After each skit, I will ask everyone for a few moments of silence so the judges can work in quiet in filling out their forms, and as soon as we can, we'll move right on to the next skit. We're just about ready. Is anybody not clear? The judges have been introduced, the contestants agreed where they are. Are all the contestants familiar with the rules? Any last minute questions from anyone? This is your last opportunity before we start.
Let's go.
Hearing none, let's go. This is the lip sync contest. The first group is Northern Lights, and the title is The Village Idiots. Their title, The Village Idiots. Please welcome the first group, Northern Lights. We have a few moments silence for the judges, please. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our second entry in the lip sync contest this evening. I didn't think it was that funny. Please insert a club there along with the Dawnbreakers. That's the Kingsway Club also. So the next entry is the Dawnbreakers and the Kingsway Club. The title of their skit, Summer Nights. Their title, Summer Nights. The Dawnbreakers and Kingsway Toastmasters.
we'd still be friends. Then we made our true love wonder what she's doing now. Summer dreams, pretty seems, but
District Officer, devil with a blue dress on.
Looking mighty down. If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a house. I would buy you a house. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, buy you furniture for your house, maybe a nice Chesterfield or an ottoman. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a cake car, a nice reliant automobile. I'd buy you If I had $1 million, I'd build a tree fort in our yard. If I had $1 million, you could help me with me now. If I had $1 million, maybe we could put a little tiny fridge in there somewhere. We could just go up there and hang it, like open the fridge and stuff. There would be foods laid out for us, little pre-wrapped sausages and things. They have pre-wrapped sausages, but they don't have pre-wrapped bacon. Well, can you blame them? Yeah. If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a fur coat, but not a real fur coat, that's cruel. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy an exotic pet, yep, like a llama or an emu. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy John Merrick's remains, all them crazy elephant bones. And if I had $1 million, I'd buy If I had $1 million, we wouldn't have to walk to the store. If I had $1 million, we'd take a limousine 'cause it costs. If I had $1 million, we wouldn't have to eat Kraft dinner. But we would eat Kraft dinner. Of course we would. We just eat more. And buy really expensive ketchups with it. That's right, all the fancy Dijon ketchup. If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a green dress, but not a real green dress, that's cruel. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you some art, a Picasso or a Garfunkel. If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a monkey. Haven't you always wanted a monkey? If I had $1 million, I'd buy you. If I had $1 million, 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 I'd be rich.
Gaston's Tavern, going to the Duke Energizer.
Who does she think she is? That girl is tangled with the wrong man. No one says no to Gaston.
Done right.
Dismissed, rejected, publicly humiliated. Why, it's more than I can bear.
More beer?
What for? Nothing else. I'm disgraced.
You? Never. Gaston, you've got to pull yourself together. Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here loves to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's next as incredibly thick as Gaston, for there's no man in town half as manly, perfect of pure paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on. Gaston is the best and the rest is all the rest. Gaston knows his looks like Gaston.
In the wrestling match, no one looks like Gaston.
For there's no one as curly and brawny.
As you see, I've got biceps to spare.
Not a bit of his scraggly or scrawny.
That's right, and every last inch of me's covered with hair. No one gets like Gaston.
That's his best like Gaston.
In the spitting match, nobody spits like Gaston.
I'm especially good at expectorating. 2 10 points for Gaston. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge.
Jumps like Gaston makes those jumps like Gaston.
He goes tromping around wearing boots like Gaston.
I use antlers in all of my decorating.
Say it again.
Who's a man of the neck?
And then say it once more.
Who's a hero next door? Who's a super success? Don't you know? Can't you do?
Ask his friends and his wife and his own. There's just one guy in town who's got all his own.
And his name's G-A-S. G-A-S-T-E-G-A-S-T-O.
Our scene opens at the end of the day at the Daily Planet, the Orbiter, while our reporters are winding down.
Benny, relax. What are you doing?
I have to finish this article. It's going to tell about the Toastmaster week that's going to be happening in the proclamation tomorrow.
Don't worry about it. We'll have lots to write about. They're going to have a whole week of special events. Toastmasters from all over Alberta and Saskatchewan are going to be coming.
That's right, that's right. The convention is going to have one of the best themes ever. It's going to celebrate 70 years since Toastmaster International was formed by Dr. Ralph Smedley and 40 years since District 42 was formed.
That's right. Those Toastmasters, boy, they're quite a bunch. I hear they're going to have a sell-out. It's a good thing that I registered before March 16th. So I can get the baby boomer rate of 120 bucks.
See, now I missed that deadline, so I had to register before April 16th and pay $140.
Not very good, Benny. Look, a news flash. At this time of day, no, must be important. No!
What?
No!
What?
The keynote speakers or presentators,
Yes?
they've vanished.
Vanish like the butterflies in our stomach when we get our CTM?
No. Vanished. Waylaid in Wetaskiwin. No one around. No clues, Benny.
Oh no, this could spell disaster for the convention. Where will the steering committee get another trio of presentators? Will we ever find the answer to the question, will our pasture look like our future?
Benny, we're good reporters. We can use our connections. We can go find those presentators.
That's right, we can. We can. Just let me get my...
Let's go. No, wait.
What?
This is more a job for super extraordinary Toastmaster Lecturna.
Lecturna, yes, she can help us. But where can we find Lecturna?
Lecturna. Anne, they're on the report. She knows. Anne, you have a question. Anne.
I'm sorry, I'm so stressed. I'm just perplexed.
What is it, Anne?
I got this letter.
What does it say?
Dear Ann Lecter, recently I've received a complete, unabridged listing of all the events happening at the Educational Exposition at the Spring Convention. And as a person who needs to plan and organize, I couldn't make up my mind. Can you please help me? Please find and close the list.
But Anne.
Sign, need to know a new Norway. I'm sorry,
One question.
I've got to go. No.
Benny.
What?
That leaves you and I. We can do it. We can find those presentators.
Yes, we can. One for all.
And all for one.
Bring it on.
My diabolical plan is unfolding as it should. I've frozen those presentators in carbide.
But Master, aren't those three presentators supposed to be keynote speakers at the Spring Convention? And while there, are they not supposed to provide music, drama, and Hawaiian dance to demonstrate the value of the bizarre in establishing and maintaining enthusiasm?
Yes, they were, but that's all off now. That plan I started in Saskatoon is working. You see this mammoth monolith, this lovely lectern, this pathetic promotional device that they came up with. Well, for every step of this convention, not conference, we've come up with something to destroy it.
Really, Master? What about the International Evaluation Speech Contest? What have you planned for them?
A good one. I've concocted a cleverly calculated chemical cocktail to leave them stuttering and stammering on the stage. Instead of the best of the best, there'll be a bunch of bumbling, babbling boos.
Master, what about the evaluation contest?
That's the kicker! The model speaker only speaks Lithuanian!
But surely, Master, you're not going to tinker with the Communication and Leadership Award recipient, Walter H. Cass, huh?
Don't call me Shirley, somebody's listening. Walter Casa, that was the best one. I had a map designed by Hardie. He'll never find it!
Master, you've reached new heights in evilness. But tell me, what about the Educational Exposition?
Listen to this. The day before, a hot wind from the hat's gonna come in, melt all the snow, the rivers will rise, and not even the best Toastmaster will be able to bridge that to the convention.
Master, about that silly Ann lectern, I wrote a fictitious letter about some poor soul who couldn't decide which educational event to attend and sent her on a wild goose chase.
That's just too bad. Wait, shh. I hear someone coming. It's those two nosy reporters. Come, Igor, I have a plan.
The address I got, Danie.
I think it's here. Did any of you guys see a trio of frozen people come in here just a couple of moments ago?
No.
No? No, our sources must have been wrong, Bogey.
This is the address that we've got. That means that we're the last hope for the convention committee.
Oh,
But
no.
there is still superhuman, extraordinary Toastmaster Lecterna to save us. Lecterna?
Well, I'm glad you two boobs could show up so I can tie up a few loose ends. Terry the Terrible, you'll never get away with this! I've gotten away with this. With you two out of the way, no one can report this convention. It's going to go down in infamy!
No one can save us now.
Don't worry, Betty. Lecterna, she'll save us! That Lecterna isn't going to help you now. It's Lecterna!
I can stop even the most diabolical of Toastmasters with my secret weapon.
The red light!
Normally, in my day-to-day Earth disguise, I am Ann Lecter, solver of convention attenders' woes. But as this diabolical plan began to unfold, I realized this was the work of a non-Toastmaster.
I'm not a monster! I'm a DTM!
Master, does that mean desperate or dumb?
I have known about your diabolical schemes at Saskatoon when I planted a secret homing device on the lectern. Yes, I have followed you and watched your every move. Your evil plan is foiled. Your diabolical deed, your scheme is going to fail.
I've got some tricks up my sleeve!
Ha! I shouldn't have had garlic for lunch.
What about the presentators? They've been frozen and carbonite won't be done on time for the convention.
No problem. We'll take them to the newest club in District 42, the Verbal Jesters, where they are doing icebreaker speeches every week. And they will be able to draw even the stiffest of presentators.
The Lecterna! Terrible Terry! He gave Walter Cass an incorrect map. He'll never find his way to the convention in South.
Walter Casa is an artistic man. He'll be able to sense his way here.
But what about the speech contestants like Turner? Terry the Terrible Toastmaster concocted a chemical cocktail that will leave them stuttering and stammering on stage just like I'm doing now. Oh no!
Lecterna, we must find an antidote quick!
I think I have a hunch. Oh! The evil concoction. I'll analyze it. My stars, it's only City of Edmonton water in the spring. That won't do anything. The evil plan has been foiled.
You saved us, Lecterna! You saved the convention!
The convention will go on.
And once again, the spring convention is on track. But there's still a few questions that must be answered. Questions that can only be answered by listening to the next few moments.
Will the presentators be thought out in time to give their keynote address?
Will Walter Casa be able to find the convention in South?
What will be the highlights of the educational exposition?
And who will be the best of the best in the District 42 speech contest?
Where will I find a date?
Master, where will I find a brain?
No matter what, we hope to see each and every one of you at the Spring Convention in Edmonton, April 29th, 30th, and May 1st, where Toastmasters from all over District 42, Alberta and Saskatchewan will come and celebrate our past and explore our future. We look forward to seeing you
to the judges, please. Quietly, please, quietly. Fliss and his committee, the funds went to help offset Carol Blair's candidacy for international director, as it costs a fair bit of money to run for international director at that level. And year 2, 1991, the funds were given to Neil Wilkinson to offset his campaign for third vice president. And as you know, he was successful in 1990. And of course, is now serving as our president of Toastmasters International worldwide. He couldn't be here this evening, he had another engagement, but I'm told that if he gets out of there early enough, he may show up for some of the dancing a little bit later on. The third variety night in 1992, the funds were allocated for the airfare for then president of Toastmasters International, Ed Vick, who came up to the district to help in the celebration and the chartering of 6 new clubs at that time. Ed would not have been able to make that trip out here without help with his airfare, of course. And last year, the fourth variety night in 1993, the funds from this event went to offset some of the costs of Toastmaster Talk, the Toastmasters television program, of which I have a bit to do with. And of course, I certainly want to take the opportunity to thank everybody for those funds to help us to buy some tape. As you know or may not know, from the cable company, we get an empty, dark studio, and we're allowed to go in there and produce a half-hour program every week. We actually go every second week and produce 2 shows in one evening, and they run the following 2 weeks. We have to set the whole studio up, light it. We have to train our own people to run the cameras, the switching, the video, set up the camera levels, operate cameras, do the floor managing, and if we're lucky enough to get 2 shows in the can, so to speak, then we have to tear it all down, sweep the floor, and leave it all nice, neat, and campaign as she seeks to be an international director with Toastmasters International. Now, of course, Donna is our immediate past District 42 district governor. She will be running at the regionals in June, I believe, the 3rd week of June. And I happen to know how that works. If she gets 75% of the votes at that time, she doesn't have to run on the floor at the International Convention in August. If she doesn't get 75% of the votes at the region, then both those candidates will run at the International Convention in Louisville, Kentucky, the 3rd week in August. So, of course, campaigning.
Thank you, everyone. It's been quite a tour here, making up my mind about what I should be wearing here tonight. But I decided I would show you something right off the bat. How do you like this? Well, I got this through my Toastmaster experience. I used to be very shy, very quiet. I wouldn't ask anyone for anything. But the other day I happened to be looking through the Sun. I am a Sun reader. And here was a gentleman sitting behind his desk with this jacket on, this hat on, and holding 2 balloons in the shape of the globe. Box, that's fine. There will be chili, salad, buns, dessert for $5. So it just happens that a few of us have some tickets here tonight. Those that have the tickets for sale, you can just stand up and wave your hand.
no, Margaret, right, there's 1, 2, 3, I have some. So if you're interested in it, they're going quite quickly. We only made up 200 because that's all hold. And it's going to be some line dancing and all kind of fun, spot dancing and so on. So feel free to come out and have a good time. I will now turn it back to Herb Ashley.
Thank you, Donna Wheaton, and we certainly wish you every success in your candidacy for International Director. We won't be at the regionals, I won't be, but I'll see you at the International Convention in Louisville, Kentucky in August, the third week. Now it's time to present the awards, of course with Dick Fliss's help. I would ask that the second runner-up, only one person come up and receive the award for the second runner-up and the first runner-up, but then for the winner in each category, everyone may come up, have the picture taken, and celebrate in that fashion. But for the second runner-up and first runner-up, if we could just have one person appointed to come and receive your prize, and then you can move to the side and get your photos and whatever you want to do in the celebrations after that. Because in years past, when everybody came up for every award, we were here quite a while, and we certainly want to get on with the dancing. And now we'll move to the lip sync and start off with the second runner-up. That's third place. The second runner-up, please help me congratulate the Leduc Energizer. And now the first runner-up in the lip sync category comes from Snow White and the 7 Vertically Challenged, the Pulse Club. First runner-up. And the winner of this year's lip sync contest, please help me congratulate, from the Dawnbreakers in Kingsway. Cameras are in front of you, group. If you want to gather, I'll get out of your way here.
It looks like the outer
Congratulations once again, Summer Nights by the Dawnbreakers and Kingsway Toastmasters Club. And now moving to the skit category, we'll start off with the second runner-up. And the second runner-up, Fairly Speaking, Pursuers. Congratulations. And the first runner-up in the skit category, the Royal Split, Southern Lights. I think this one should have been called the Royal Flip, eh? Second year in a row, first runner-up for Southern Lights. And now in the skit category, the winners are the legend of the lost lectern, the unconventional. Has to do, of course, with the upcoming District 42 Toastmasters Convention. And that's that group. Let's hear it again for the unconventionals. That just about ends the formal proceedings for this evening, if you can call any of this at all formal. Pleasure to be your MC this evening, and of course Variety Night is a special spot in my heart anyway, because actually this is the 5th Variety Night by the current committee, but actually before that the TNT Club used to run a Variety Night, and it was 11 years ago at this event that Marguerite and I first got together, so we consider this to be our anniversary evening. So it was 11 years ago. So, of course, everybody always wants to make sure if we're coming out to celebrate our anniversary again, because I joined Toastmasters in April of '82 and became friends with a lot of people at Southern Lights. And maybe Marguerite and I became very good friends with a lot of people. I guess figured out we were going up together before the two of us really did. And we sort of got together at this event and went to the International Convention together in 1983 to San Diego. And we've been living together ever since. Now, I've always considered us married, and a lot of other people may too, but you see, we were going to and just never got around to it, because every summer it seemed we were marrying off one of her 5 daughters from her previous marriage, so it was one wedding after another. So maybe this year it could be our year, because as you know, she's been married before and has 5 daughters. I've never been married, so of course if we're going to do this and do this the right way, we've always talked about it, but I guess I should ask, shouldn't I? Dave Fulton says, on your knees. So here I am in front of 240 people. Marguerite Donnell, will you marry me? For the photographers.
Kiss that baby. Kiss it like you can, Benny.
The number is 00.
Like you can.
417.
Give it to. You give it lectern and let her give it a schmack.
Oh.
Hook onto that thing there, lectern. Beautiful. Yes. And teamwork.
I accept this award on behalf of the promotional committee. And on behalf of all of the hungry of the world.
The community in all of district.
It is. The ever formed.
And apparently the most rehearsed.
That's right.
Hours
We
and
baffled
hours
them.
of rehearsal. If you ask me, for future generations, it's the beer that does.
I had 2.
Here, teamwork, come here. I got to stand with those 2 lovely ladies.
211, last 3 numbers.
Yes. These 2 luscious miss. It'd be illegal.
Hold it, I got my glasses on.
Let me guess this thing.
Wait, the camera is breaking.
We're not passionate about winning. We're just the best.
Okay, 4, 3, 2, out. That's it?
3 orbiter.
Orbiter.
Yes, I'm gonna be able to sell this. Oh yes, I think you're getting a little bit to drink there, Madam Betty.
Terrible time.
Now that ends my duties for this evening. It's my pleasure to introduce you to your disc jockey this evening.
Always a star. So what do I do? Like just hold it and point. You can zoom in here. Do you want zoom in and out of different people?
And push the, is it autofocus?
Yep. It's like that's sort of like a... Oh, we need keyboard like this too. It's going. It's going.
And recording? Okay, go.
Okay.
Master. Well, say something, guys. This is a
presentators.
You realize, folks, we managed to beat all of our own clubs?
It'll be a long time before we'll be forgiven.
Cathy's the only one who...
We can get away unscathed.
Hey, I'm changed.
Give me another kiss. Another.
Well done, Tito.
Mr. International President, can you do that again there? Shake Tim's hand.
Yes, congratulations, Tim. I'm really happy that you're...
International President, Lieutenant Governor Martin.
It's too bad that people are going to support you and don't want to run the camera.
This is... Actually, just well,
I'll run the camera next year when he's
not you.
when he's tricky.
That you want
just the pin that Tim and I are probably going to wear here pretty quick.
I hope so.
I think that look better. Would that look better than us, Tim?
Kirk is going to run for president.
No, I don't even know. I don't
Kirk's
even
going to run for
Here's Millie and Peter Coswin, the who's who in Toastmasters. Talking, yes, the lovely effervescent Dolly Carlson.
I think
The wisdom being passed on here to the younger. That's right. You know who's important here. That's right. This woman is a dancer. She needs to fuel the game.
I doubt that that's what I'm saying.
Your deviant comes right through the camera
I
lens.
doubt that it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Just have to get a little higher to get your horns in. Oh, yes.
It seems like all the awards have been taken away, Kirk. So
All the awards, but who took them away?
I think Cheryl did.
What committee, though? What committee?
Oh, what committee? The Publicity and Promotion Committee.
And who's
of
on that?
course.
Who's on that? Unbelievable.
Kirk, Jensen, Dan Hardie, who has left, Cheryl Kuzyk,
left?
Tibor Benzik, who left so early.
And.
Cathy Debenedetti, seamstress extraordinaire.
That's right. See these pants? She did those pants. Great job.
I'm sorry, why did you have to go like
And there's Gaston. No one's got a chin like Gaston.
As you see, I got biceps, sister.
No one's got a neck like Gaston. That's classic. That was you, Gaston. That was you. And we gotta get the newlyweds, or the what are they called? Beyonce. The Chos?
Just like really. But I mean,
Yes, and here they are, the Whaley. And if you're wondering why this floor looks so stunning, it's because Herb Ashley was on his knees. If you can believe it, that man with that pride was on his knees in front of a crowd so large, proposing, yes.
Cue me when I'm on.
Yeah. Ready, one, camera one. Give him the 3, Herb. Give him the 3. Actually, you got to do that for me here. Can you do that 10-9-8 with your fingers so I can record this and look at this?
So you can go back.
That's right.
Do it.
Okay, this is the master. That's
right under the lens.
Right on the lens.
10. Most people can only use one finger. How's the audio coming? Most
Good.
people can only use one hand.
We're in good shape.
When you go 9,
9.
you put the thumb behind your hand. When you go 8, you grab the little finger with your finger so the talent only sees 8. When you go 7, you grab the other finger, so it's 7.
Index finger middle.
6.
Index finger, okay.
And then when you go to 5, don't go to that hand because those fingers don't work like
Okay, so you hold a fist.
So
and
that's 6.
Okay.
Then when you go to 5, you
Okay.
go back here.
And you take that one right away.
3, 2, 1, out.
And out.
make a definite thing. So
You can always tell the masters by the way, a note.
it's a format.
That's right. All right, congratulations again, Herb and Marguerite.
Thank you very much.
That's great. Saturday night. Bogey's hat. Bogey's jacket. Yes. Bogey's jacket. What a color. And
Never, is that early? Yeah.
it's been a long night.
It must have been. I think you should film this.
Chicken, it's close.
He was a couple on the floor. KFC.
Unbelievable.
We get to share some greasy chicken at the
KFC
pickup
at
window.
2 a.m. Saturday
I'm
morning.
gonna take her for some chicken. What was it called? Popcorn chicken.
Toastmasters? That was pretty good. Like you had about 6 odds there in 30 seconds. But it's, I know you're nervous standing beside such a beautiful woman like that with your Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Trying to impress her with that. That is.
That's just too much, eh?
Hasn't left. Yes. Okay. I want to hear that.
The trophy.
That's right.
No one feels like her. No one dances like her.
BC 2-1.
The Wrench had a really good year this year, Vic. Cash circuit-wise, he really
Right, I hit it right
had a
about
super
here,
year.
Bob.